Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Administrator Jackson, you had, a couple of weeks ago, I think you were in New Orleans talking to a group, and we're talking about how regulations and rules that your agency issues help create jobs. Can you expand upon what you meant with that?
I'm happy to, but first I got to say who dat, right?
Who dat?
All right. What I was explaining is that the Clean Air Act, and cars are a great example. The catalytic converter is a homegrown technology, a home manufactured technology. We exported it to the world to deal with pollution, non-CO2 pollution, but pollution from car exhaust. It's true of scrubbers or flue gas desulfurization units. So what I said was that we have a whole sector of our economy that's built around making sure we have clean air and clean water, and our public health is protected and environmental health is protected.
Right. Is there an acknowledgement that some of those rules actually cost us jobs? Many companies who are operating by all the rules and doing things the right way, every time rules come out, it changes the way that they have to do business. People who aren't doing anything to hurt public health, but just people who then become burdened with new federal rules and regulations that cost them money, or in some cases have cost them to shift jobs overseas, lots of jobs overseas. So while you might think that the rules create jobs, I would hope you recognize that some of those rules cost our country jobs at the same time.
I would certainly stipulate that rules are not free, that they have a cost to them, that we have to invest in having clean air, that we have to invest in having clean water, and that one of the things the laws of our country has said is that when we, that the American people demand that we could grow without any restrictions on pollution. And certainly I consider it part of my job to ensure that the rules we put in place are
and some of this goes beyond
economy.
pollution, and hopefully I can have time to get into some of that. Right now, your agency has a contest going on where on your website you claim that you're going to award $2,500 to somebody who makes a YouTube video explaining why rules are important. Do you really think in the times that we're facing right now in our country economically, but also with the debt that our country is facing, that it's a wise use of taxpayer money to be giving $2,500 of taxpayer money away to somebody to make a video on YouTube about why rules are important?
Well, I'm happy to take a look at that specific concern. I didn't prepare to look at it for this hearing, but if you'd like me
Well, it's on your website. This is the
I'm
EPA
not
website.
disputing that, sir. I'm not disputing it at all. What I'm saying is that there are lots of things on our website that are designed to engage the public in the work that we do. And so
right, engaging is one thing, but giving away $2,500 taxpayer dollars,
I'm happy to take a
story.
look at it for you, sir.
So you would consider withdrawing that $2,500 reward?
I'm happy to take a look at it.
Maybe using it to help pay down debt. Appreciate that. When we talk about the hydraulic fracturing process, and Congressman Green had just asked you a similar question, I just want to make sure that we're correct on this. It was my understanding that you had said that you cannot regulate the fracking process without a change in law.
My understanding is that we can regulate only, I believe it's hydrocarbons or diesel fluid in injections right now.
Because do you know of any examples, and we've got a 2004 report that says that fracking does not contaminate groundwater. Do you have any kind of findings that you've done that disputes that?
Well, I think there's been some important information that's come out lately. States are doing more and more investigation of complaints by their citizens that their water is being impacted. I think the Marcellus...
And the states do regulate that right now.
Sir, I'm not disputing who regulates it. You're asking
but do you have any reports? Do you have any reports of...
I am aware of concerns that there's been misleading information about what's going down wells that might actually have come out of investigations by this committee. I have right now complaints before me from folks who say they are concerned and want EPA to look at.
Well, if you can do this because my time's run out. If you can get me a copy of anything you have that would purport to dispute that, because you are doing your agency is putting a report together right now, which I would hope this Congress doesn't try to do anything to limit the fracking process, especially when there is no finding and no report from your office. So if you can get me that. On ClimateGate and Himalaya Gate and Amazon Gate, you've not changed any of your conclusions on which EPA's based endangerment findings. What analysis has EPA done that caused you to reach that conclusion in light of these scandals that have erupted over falsified scientific data?
EPA reviewed the allegations as they were made, and they dribbled out over a period of time. And in each case, my direction to staff was clear: to review whatever allegations were being made to determine whether they changed the foundation for the endangerment finding. Certainly that is our obligation to do, and as I said in response to one of the earlier questions, we've made a determination, and it turns out that others now agree with us.
When did you conduct that analysis?
I'm sorry?
When did you conduct that analysis?
As part of the endangerment finding, and as information became available, because some of this is dribbled out since.
Sure, and if you can get me any information you have on analyses you've done on ClimateGate, Himalaya Gate, Amazon Gate.
Gentlemen's time.
Thank you. I yield back.